Hi everyone, I'm Zac, and I'm a growing adult with an intellectual disability. I'm also a content developer for the growing space and advisor to the South Australian Council for Intellectual Disability, also known as SAFCA, a moonlight speaker for Community Bridging Services, also known as CBS, and an ambassador for Make It Easy. I have also a certificate 3 in IT at SAFCA, which I'm very proud of. I deserve good access to information, the same as every other Australian. I'd like to introduce Sam Payor. She works in accessibility, disability advocacy, and navigation and technology. Thank you.
Is that what advance? Yes, let's see. There we go. Yeah. Nainari Sam Kadanya Paya, Ghana Miona Natalia. I pay my respects to this unceded Ghana lands, and I thank Uncle Tamaru for his patience and permission while I learn the language of his ancestors. Pay my deep respects. Over the past 25 years as a parent, I am not Zac's parent, advocate, board director, state and national parliamentary and agency advisor, services professional, founder and CEO, blah, blah, blah. Zac and I are here today about a simple way to give people the power of communication and information. Communication, clear, understandable, human communication.
Here is a quick QR code so you can download this awesome app that we created called Make It Easy while we talk. It's free to use the basic features.
I think you guys know what AI is, so I am not going to go through that. But Zac is going to tell you who's using AI.
About 1/3 of people with disability have used generative AI, mainly for entertainment and advice.
And that might be surprising to you.
I get a lot of money stuff, and I find it hard to understand at times. And too much information is overwhelming for me. That makes it really hard to know what to do. And sometimes it makes me pretend I understand, and then I feel worried because I do not know what to do at the time. It makes me feel nervous sometimes, and I just ignore it when it gets all too hard. I might not have workers or family around me all the time, and I want to feel independent.
Most financial information is written for professionals, not consumers, but we know that people in Australia have fairly low literacy. So 44% of Australians have low literacy, and it's broken down not just into people with disability, obviously, but people generally with low literacy and obviously people who speak other languages. But I think you guys are experiencing these every day. So I went onto your website and I found this document, which is actually written in fairly plain English. It's not unusual in its complexity for your field, but I ran it through a literacy editor. And this is what I found. There were 86 long words. 34 of them were able to be easily replaced with much simpler words. The text complexity rate of 26.6%, where the goal for plain language is less than 15%. The estimated reading level of this document is grade 13.1, and that means that nearly 85% of Australians will not understand it fully. So we have an app that we can run these things through from and to any language as well. So we ran it through in Vietnamese, and here's your info, or the first page of it, in Vietnamese about the difference between a financial counsellor and a financial capability worker. I'll show you more about the app in a little bit. But first of all, Zac is going to go through some top tips for accessibility and how everyone can improve it.
Top tip number 1 is easy English and plain English. That means using words that are simpler and clearer. Short sentences with everyday words. No big money ones. Like prices going up instead of inflation. Or money you need to pay back instead of liabilities. There are lots of rules about how to make easy English, easy read, and plain English. It is not actually that easy to write it. Some of the rules are on the slides, but not all of them. Number 2, let me hear the info, not just read it, and then ask me how I understand it and what you told me. Sometimes I don't want to read it, or I can't. I want to hear it. But text-to-speech apps or built-in phone readers mean I can listen instead. This is really good when I'm tired or worried or overwhelmed.
Tip number 3, make or find short video guides. These are great, particularly for repeat instructions. You probably don't have to make a video. I don't know if you've looked on YouTube recently, but anything and everything you could ever imagine has a set of instructions available on YouTube. Very helpful for people who don't read very well and or who just like to learn by watching. I've also listed on here about a social story and creating social stories. If you don't know what a social story is, I would recommend that you have a Google of social stories and see whether you can incorporate them into your practice as well.
Give me a simple checklist to take home. If I forgot what you said, I can still read my list or work on it with a trusted person.
And yes, there are lots of digital tools available, including our Make It Easy tool. There are these tools that can simplify text and read it aloud and help people understand things in real time. Ours is one of them. Of course, we would say it was the best. But there are other ways to make somewhat simpler versions with regular AI tools as well. What matters is that you use something. I will send these slides to these guys to send out to you, because anything in yellow here is a link. And if you haven't checked out Goblin Tools or the Health Literacy Editor, you've got a world of joy ahead, because it's amazing what these tools can do. We're going to do a very quick live demo now. I'm just going to plug this in. Now, we've got the screen sharing, please, our digital people. There we go, there's my phone. Hopefully no embarrassing notifications come up. All right, so here's my Make It Easy app down in the bottom corner. And I'm going to use my camera. You can see that it's seeing all of you guys. But what I'm actually going to do is I've picked this up from the tables out there, and I've opened it up, and I've found a page of information. Can you hold that for me, Zac? Thank you. I'm going to take a photo of this, and I'm going to use that photo. And now it is going to turn it into not professional easy read or easy English, because those use proper illustrations and have a certain format. But this is the power in your pocket version. So there you go. We've got your rights. The law helps you with money problems. You can ask to pay less or later. You can call or write to ask. Tell them why you need help. So this might be useful for you, not just for your clients to have in their pocket, but it might also give you different sets of words to use when you're explaining more complex things to the people that you are working with. So there's a whole lot of information there. It can be sent to anyone. If you press the speaker at the bottom, it will read it aloud to you. Any word that is underlined can be clicked and it will give an easier explanation of what that means. And you can play that as well. So you don't need any literacy to use the app. You can also turn the app into any language. And the whole app and the translations that it makes will then use that language. So you can turn that back as well, if I can remember. Yes, luckily I remembered where I was, because I don't speak Finnish. There's dots at the top. There's 3 levels of language, a very easy, a middle strength, and a plain English version. So I think I've kind of been through the features now. If we can go back to the slide deck, please. Thank you. There we go. So there's lots of different ways that you can be using it, and I've just shown you some of those features as well. The app is free for basic use. So if you just want to use the camera, you can do that 3 times a month and there is no cost. You don't need any sort of subscription at all. How could it be useful for a financial counsellor? Zac's got some ideas.
There are plenty of ways that financial counsellors can use Make It Easy. I know you will come up with plenty more, I'm sure. While I'm here, I want to say one thing. This app is not just for money help. It can help you read out a menu at an Afghan restaurant. It can help you understand strange words at an art gallery. It can help you with things like recipes for cooking, movie reviews, emergency bushfire news. You just need to have internet. Then we can make it easy for you. I love the Make It Easy app, but not everyone will have it. And I want to make sure the info I get from you is accessible for me.
Accessible communication doesn't just help people with disability, it helps everyone. Your clients, their carers, your staff, and your systems. When people understand, they make better choices, they follow instructions, and stay safer. So let's make it easy.
Because when I understand I can follow through. And then I look after me and be more independent. Thank you everyone for having us. I had fun today. I hope you did too.